Hello guys and welcome to SteveKnows. Today we have a mix of brilliant stories such as VR being used to elevate the sporting world, hilarious patents from Facebook, the virtual reality fedora, the mobile application from Live is out now for mixed reality on a phone, no green screen required, amazing. We have new games, Varjo secret announcement and much more. This is the last video before I move, so see you guys in the new place. I got a lot of heavy lifting ahead, so enough chinwagging. Let's get started. So let's start this off with the VR hat. This has to be the funniest story of the week. It's just insane. The VR fedora, this has to be a joke, right? Or just to get something patented for the sake of it. Or maybe it will be good for the summer when you need shade for mixed reality devices. So anyway, Facebook had filed a patent for an artificial reality hat. The image looks like a hat with a visor on the front, but it's supposed to support a lot of different hats. That visor is supposed to be modular. So you can put it on a baseball cap or a fedora. How you doing? No. The hat is supposed to also have integrated haptics inside the lining or a brain-computer interface. So guessing the hat would be a Facebook product as well as the visor to support mixed reality. So at first glance, it just looks like a nutty 5-year-old drawing pictures of the future. But it has some merit. The ability to add a BCI or haptics into a HMD would be great, and to have a modular headset that could also be a functional piece of clothing that would also help distribute the weight of our devices across the entirety of our head, not just strain our foreheads, our cheeks, and the back of our skull. I do not expect this patent to become a thing, but would I buy it if it did? Yes. Yes, I would. So next, VR tech is going further than gaming, and I always love to see this. So let's talk about virtual taekwondo, a martial arts around legs and kicks. So Refract, in honor of the International Olympic Day, had something rather special to show. They showed off a virtual reality sparring in that allowed fighters to train in a mixed reality setting. So they were using full body tracking to put a fighter into what looks like a game of Tekken. And you can play this with or without a VR headset. You just need a lot of trackers. It would be so good to have this one day as an esport where we can have virtual fighters like this compete in mixed reality games, meaning we can have over-the-top experiences, great visuals, but you'll still require the actual physical skill of a martial artist. It would also allow for cross-gender sports, as there wouldn't be a strength, height, or weight advantage here. And this can apply for other sports like boxing. I love this. So now we have a long-awaited game update and some prize money to be won. Stride has been in early access on Steam, and it's this free running experience with physical movement. So to jump, you have to jump. To pull up, you have to pull yourself up over a ledge. It's very physical, it can be a workout, and a lot of fun. So the public alpha is now available for a new mode called Stride.net. This is a multiplayer mode, and in it you'll play a zombie game, which is like a game of tag you may have seen in Gorilla Tag, a bit like that, except for this one, once you've been caught, you'll turn into one of the zombies, and you'll then hunt the other players together. You do need the base game first to enjoy this alpha though, so it's not just open for anybody to play. And in it you'll be able to play on a few maps, but this is the only game mode available right now. But it's definitely a good one, especially with real peeps. And also as of right now, until the 23rd of July, you can compete in Joyway's video contest and win some money. First place you can get $600, and of course it decreases as you lower the ranks to 5th place. You just need to create a great video for them and send in the clip. I'll leave a link down below for that in case you want to give it a go and try and earn some money. So Varjo's big announcement that we spoke about in the last video was announced on June the 24th, and we're now past that date. So what was it, Steve? So it was a cloud-based platform where XR3 device users can scan their environment around them in real time and teleport in other users into that space. That is some video calling from the future. It could be a bit like Blade Runner, where he has a visual representation of his AI that, you know, he woohoo. This feature is cool, but will cost you a headset that is $5,500. I can imagine CEOs or Nick Fury using this. So from the video, it looks like you select teleport and you'll be able to 3D scan your environment, and you'll see the 3D model in front of you for you to select, and it then would allow others to join into this environment. Is this how we can teleport in the 21st century? And what's great is you can also connect and join in via a flat screen. You don't need a virtual reality device, so it is still inclusive. The actual footage of it did seem like it needed some improvement as well. Around the edges of some of the elements were a bit flaky, but it still looks fantastic and a great step in a great direction. America, you lucky devils, you have a virtual reality experience that looks like a great reason to travel long distance to try. So something called Jump, which is a destination VR experience, has brought us an experience where you will wear real-world wingsuits and a body harness and be blown with large amounts of wind while you try a base jumping game in VR. So you'll jump off a cliff top or a skyscraper and be insanely immersed as you are floating by a harness and blasted with wind resistance. Pre-order tickets for this are available now, and it should be running at the end of this year. You can even pay 12 grand and have a lifetime pass with 3 friends, which is just, it's insane, but maybe you're into that. I want to try this so bad. Probably the greatest advancement this week. Really happy to see it, but I did have some struggles. Is that iPhone users not only get phone notifications first on the Oculus Quest, which is an Android OS, you also get the Live mobile application to record mixed reality gaming using your iPhones. And you don't need a green screen or a gaming PC to achieve this. A truly great advancement for sharing and creating content. It is now in beta, and you can download it. I'll leave a link down below. You'll need to join the Discord though, so you can get the iOS test flight link. You also need to install the companion app onto the Oculus Quest. You can do this via SideQuest, or it is available on AppLab, and it's called Live Connect. The recommendation is a 5 GHz router, but it will still work if you don't have one. So the new app has a few modes. It has a mixed reality mode, which is like a third-person capture that will place you in-game as the character that you're embodying. Or there is watch mode, which is basically a spectator mode, a third-person view of you playing a game in VR. And there are 11 games natively supported that you can already try, and I'm sure we're going to see some amazing gameplay videos now. I'm so happy to see this. So we have Beat Saber, Crisis Brigade, Cubism, FitXR, Hyperdash, O-Shape, VR Fishing, Smash Drums, Space Pirate Trainer, Superhot, and Synth Riderz. But as it's using a digital background, not a green screen, and when you're playing games you have fast movement, the lighting around you can be kind of iffy, but it does provide access to mixed reality to so many VR gamers on a budget who have an Oculus Quest and a mobile phone. My experience though using this was a bit of a head scratcher. I've not had much success. It could be that I'm using a really old iOS device because I have a new Android phone. Probably will do a dedicated video for you once I've worked out all of the kinks so I can share lots of tips and tricks and how to set this up so you guys can enjoy it. But let me know if you've had success with this application, and maybe link some videos down below if you've already created content with it. I'd love to see it. So let's talk games. Tarzan is coming to the Oculus Quest in a week's time on July the 1st. This episodic title has been played by some friends on PC, and it's had some pretty good reviews. And it seems everyone just keeps going on about the soundtrack of this game, which admittedly is pretty cool. It's this remix of sound bites that are from the game, modulated to make a great tune. So the game is from Stone Punk, but it's being ported by Steel Wall, the people that brought us Five Nights at Freddy's. And like other episodic games, aka Star Wars, in each episode you'll have different abilities and weapons and experience different moments in Tarzan. And all 3 episodes will be made available on launch day for the Oculus Quest on July the 1st, so you don't have to wait. And of course it's Tarzan, so expect vine swinging and close combat with some animals. Finally, a new update for Synth Riderz. They love whipping out updates, and it's such a great game, especially with haptic support. It's pretty special with haptics. So this Synth Riderz update is called Out of This World, and it brings more content and 120Hz support. So the devs tweeted out the update was available now with new Oculus avatars, improvements to the multiplayer rooms, Spin City stage that had been updated, a new Eclipse stage for spin mode, 120Hz support, and more. The high refresh rates are very welcome in rhythm games. I'm gonna have to try the Muse experience once again with that high refresh rate. A reason to dive back into the game as well if you've not played it in a while. Because if you haven't played it, it's a fun one. It makes you groove, makes you dance. It's worth picking up, not just for the 120Hz. That's just a bonus. So that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Please subscribe, do the good deed of the day, you legends, and enjoy VR. Happy gaming. Good day.